Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TR's Corner. For today's story, I want to tell you about an incident that involved nilla wafers, and it was late at night, and I was in need of a midnight snack when this incident happened. A while back, I would say, if I had to guess, either summer of 2010 or summer of 2011 is my guess when this happened. It was summer vacation. I was a few weeks. I think I had a few weeks left before college courses started up for me again, and I was up late one night, and I was in need of a midnight snack, and we actually didn't have a lot in the house at the time. I think we had like a very small portion of a bag of Cheetos, and we had like something else that was really really small, and I had a big appetite at the time, and I needed something more than what was offered and what we had in the house. But I noticed that we had a box of Nilla wafers, and at the time I had no idea that my parents had this big party that they were going to go to later that week, and that's what I later found out the Nilla wafers were for, and why we had them compared to very little of everything else at the time. So we had these Nilla wafers in the pantry, and we had I think some peanuts or some walnuts or something along that lines, some form of nuts in a container. And it turns out since we had the most of that, and since I haven't had Nilla wafers and peanuts at at that time, for a snack, I figured this would be my opportunity to have that as a snack for the first time in a long time. So I opened up the box and I opened up the nuts container, and I had a little bit of both for the midnight snack. Got up the following morning. My mom was, I wouldn't say mad, but like she was kind of surprised at what she saw in the pantry. The fact that the nuts container was open and that the Nilla wafers box was open and that some of the wafers were already eaten. I later find out that the reason why she had those in there was because she was preparing a dessert for a party that she was going to later that week. And I felt really awful. To this day, I still feel kind of awful about it, thinking about, that time in my life. And it was just kind of funny because every time my mom has things that are specifically for like like a salad or for a dessert or something that she prepares at a party. Ever since that incident, she always has to write down do not eat, or for party, or something like some type of note or some type of to let me or my dad and my brother all know, specifically me, that those things are saved for like parties and things like that. So yeah, it's always funny because every time she always brings up stories about like keeping things for a party or keeping things for, something happening later in the week for like a dessert we're bringing into the office or something we're bringing into the school or something. Ever since that incident, she's always been careful of where she places them, making sure she has notes on all the stuff. And ever since then, I've been careful. I've been careful myself, making sure that if I do have a midnight snack or if I do have a snack at some point later in the day, I always make sure it's something that I know for sure is specifically for snacking or for side eating and stuff like that. So just a little funny story about a time where I thought it was Nilla wafers for snacking, and it turned out to be Nilla wafers for a dessert that was uh, for something later that week. So that's the story of today, and I will see you guys here for a future video, whether it's another TR's Corner video or a movie review or who knows what the next video will be. But I will see you guys here for a next video.